With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Yellow! Argelani! Come on, come get some.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They run. It's Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mahomes going to throw. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0.
Visitors 7, Patriots nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Caught on the right side, Reed. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Derrick Henry, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And touchdown! Alvin Kamara, 71 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Prescott now. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there out of Kamara. Give him 55 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Prescott looks to throw on first. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 11 more on that one and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This is Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Derrick Henry taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's caught. Beckham. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle to Beckham. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. Shedding the tackle.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. Broken tackle. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Prescott. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Steps away. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. First carry for James Conner. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 14 yards as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now Mahomes.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles. Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Prescott on 1st down, sliding out of the pocket. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Buying time to his left. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Dak Prescott, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't like that. It helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Flushed out right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Did you see them hold up four fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Let's get down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle, taken in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively from the 24. They'll go again on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Down 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were moving the ball well early in the drive, but now it's 4th down. 3 straight incompletions all of a sudden could be their final play.
And with that type of pressure, how are they going to handle it? What do you call in this situation? Personally, I got to get the ball to my best player with the play he likes to run best.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number.